We're back. I can't believe it. Season 2 is upon us. Season 2 of Joker and the Bard. We're changing everything. Everything's changing. The format is changing. The world's changing. And yeah, here I am speaking into my laptop again. What you're about to hear is Hotshotz. It's our new show that we've written, performed for you all. And I think it's really funny. It's not like anything you've heard before, hopefully, because our drama, it's not a radio drama. It's us trying to figure out how to get a TV show made, but we don't have the finances to make a TV show. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's as chaotic as you would expect from this podcast. If you have any comments, do not hesitate to go on to the Twitter that I think should be linked in here if I can remember to do that. Enjoy, and all the rest. Goodbye. No.
Said you were the hot
Okay,
shot.
everyone. What we're doing now is we're auditioning, or coming up. Not auditioning. We're coming up with the theme tune for our show. We've just been given £100,000 pounds. £100,000, and we've got to shoot the show.
Can I lend a tenner?
What? And focus, guys. We need to come up with this theme tune. I've got HBO on the phone. They need this. So I didn't realise you guys could play, and I've given you the guitars, and we need to come up with something. So up to it.
Go on, Finn.
Phineas. No, I want silence, guys. I need the lyrics to be about the show that this is for.
Oh.
Try again.
Alright.
Okay.
What's the show? Hotshotz.
This pot is so hot.
No, it's Hotshotz.
Sorry, right.
I'm gonna put the cap on.
Okay, yeah. If you think it will help.
Well, if he's gonna do that, I need a moment to meditate to just.
All right, take your fucking moment.
Wim off.
Is that on? Alright.
Yep. All right, everyone, quiet in the studio. Light is green.
I'm not going on the capo.
All right, fucking hell.
I need to
There's a
meditate
cat
again.
in the house.
Wim off.
Wim
off, mate.
Oh, Wim off.
Focus, gentlemen, focus.
Okay. Alright.
And green light, action.
Take a shot, get it hot. Make a rock. You know you're not gonna be on top, so you might as well take a shot before your heart goes to grok. This is Hotshotz. Keep it in the freezer, 90 degrees, cause I'm a real geezer. Hot shot, yeah. It's not what I not got.
Woo! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got it. This is the show. So, that's recording now.
Finn Clements.
Yeah, I spelled your name right. That is it? Yeah, okay.
That's right, it's kind of you to say.
Well, to give you a writing credit.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I
you
thought.
might want to take a name off it in a minute. So, should I do, how do we want to do it? Because also Simon's not here, and I actually think Simon probably wouldn't want to be a part of this.
Okay.
Because he might, I think he would.
That's fair play.
He would be a bit shocked by what is to come.
Is he playing Sean?
Yeah, he was Sean. But I think you can read, if you read Sean,
Yeah.
but you might have to do like, you have an old guy character in you, I've seen it, so I think you might have to bring that out. But for your Jimbo character, you're going to have to play it like, he's kind of almost like a, I don't know, maybe like a naive, sort of simple-minded boy who sort of wants to...
Innocent.
who's just really impressed by Phineas's crappy magic.
Alright.
So this is Phineas's debut. This is episode 1, the pilot episode of Hotshotz.
Alright.
Shall I do the narration? Do you want to read the narration?
You do the narration.
I'll do the narration. Okay, so How do you do a narration for a read through? Do you say the scene name?
You got to do it in a thick accent.
Oh, brilliant. Alright. So, interior. No, I won't. Interior, Harold's flat, night. Harold, 29, is working away at his comic book and smoking a joint when he hears a knock at the door and goes to answer it. And then, I'm opening the door there. So Harold opening the door. Oh, come on, dude. It's my day off.
Don't be like that.
Like what?
A sourpuss.
What do you want?
To come in?
Do I read the pokes head in bit?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so pokes head in, sniffs.
Is that marijuana?
Yeah.
I've got news.
I don't care if I'm working.
I thought it was your day off.
It is. I'm working on my comic.
Oh.
Which is why I'm not taking any visitors or at Hotshotz.
Just one joint?
Fine. And then we cut to the title. So actually, so you actually know how to play bass, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. Hang on. I was gonna get you to do something.
Depends by what standard. Whose standards?
Well, judging by the standard,
I'm a little bit toasted from this CBD.
I don't think it needs to be very good.
Alright.
So can you play like I don't know. yeah. There you go. So let's do like So fine, and then cut to title. Okay, cool. So interior Harold's flat. Moments later, Harold and Phineas, 22, are sitting by the window smoking a joint.
So look, the reason I'm here is because I've done it. Finally, I've done it.
Harold smoking, looking confused.
I'm going to be a real magician.
Oh, that's great, dude.
You don't seem very pleased.
Oh, I'm waiting for the butt.
There isn't any.
So how has this come to be then, Phineas?
Firstly, I don't like that attitude. And secondly, will you pass me the joint?
Harold hands over the joint.
Sean's putting on a show.
He's putting on a magic show in Hotshotz.
Talent show, but yeah.
Why would he do something like that?
I don't know, and I don't really care, Harold. But I'm getting a % of the ticket sales, which makes me a pro.
Right.
You coming, right?
No.
What's the matter?
I mean, I'm busy, man. I'm drawing.
Let's have a look.
Really?
Yeah, I love your art. Baffles me. Marvel's hasn't picked. Sorry. Yeah, I love your art. Baffles me. It baffles me. Marvel hasn't picked you up yet. Sorry.
That's right. I know, right? Harold shows Phineas the page he's working on. It's awful, as if a 7-year-old had drawn it. So now this is where I actually have the prop.
Okay. I'll give my honest reaction.
Yeah. You've seen this before, I think. I kind of want Jimmy to see it because I think it's brilliant, man. I'm definitely going to get picked up by Marvel. So hang on, that's the comic, and then what do I say? Oh, the end you go.
What? Wow, man.
Right?
What's happening here?
Spider-Man. He's swinging around the city and he sees this helicopter pad.
The helicopter pad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see. Yeah.
And he knows because of spider sense that the helicopter pad is out of action.
Okay.
And then there's a helicopter coming, so Spidey, he swings to the top of the building and he shoots a warning web. That way the pilot knows not to land there. It could be dangerous.
It's amazing. But why are there no like speech bubbles?
Oh, I don't write. The writer would do that.
Of course.
So Spider-Man, probably on the way to Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy. In this story, he's dating both.
No doubt.
Sorry, we're turning a page.
Yeah.
I'm trying. My Spidey's a playboy.
It will really pop when there's colours.
I don't do colours or inks. It's all pencil.
Oh, good. Sure, man.
You really like it?
I think it's beautiful.
Harold, happy, folds up his sketch pad and smokes more joint.
If you're really not going to come, then let me at least practice my trick.
Ugh. Sure, but then you gotta leave, okay? I really do need to get this done. Phineas begins his card trick.
Pick a card. Any card.
Harold picks a card.
Don't forget it.
I won't. After some more shuffling, he reveals a card.
Is this your card?
No.
You're sure?
Yep. Phineas shuffles again.
What about this one?
No. Harold and Phineas both start getting flustered.
Okay, was it this one?
No, man.
I could have sworn. Okay, let me do it one more time.
No! Harold grabs the deck of cards. There's a scramble for the cards, and Harold grabs them and chucks them out of the window. They're lost in the wind.
That's my only pack of cards. How am I going to perform without my cards?
Fuck. I'm sorry. I just saw red.
Red? You just saw red? You never believe in me or my dreams.
Well, look, you're a crap magician, Phineas. The sooner you come to terms, the better. Phineas is dejected. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. I've got another pack. You can have them. Harold gets up and goes to the living room and finds his packet of cards. But when he when he opens them all, he finds all their. Oh my god, this script. But when he opens them, all he finds is a note that says, "Ha! Swiped by the magnificent Phineas." Back in the kitchen, Harold hands the empty card to Phineas. You've gone and tricked yourself. Phineas reads the note.
Fuck. Well, what the fuck am I going to do now? The show starts in 2 hours.
Sean will have some.
He's been in the office all day. I don't think I don't really want to bother him.
Alright, well, what about the magic shop?
He's closed. Can't you come and talk to him for me?
It's meant to be my day off.
Should have thought about that before you chuck my cars out the window.
And then, can we get like another, like...
Oh, fucking hell.
So, interior, Hotshotz pool hall later. So, in the pool hall, we see a poorly made banner reading "Talent Show tonight." Loud crying is coming from the back office.
You see what I mean?
Let me just put the bass down.
Christ. So, Sean, it's Harold. Can you let me in? What's going on?
Go away!
Harold and Phineas exchange concerned glances. We're coming in. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Interior, Sean's office. Sean, mid-50s, is wearing a sequined shirt and holding a long and narrow microphone while sitting at his desk crying. Harold and Phineas stare awkwardly.
I don't have time for this.
Just give it a minute.
This is all hopeless, boys!
I'm sure it's not. You want to tell us what's going on?
Back in Korea, this would never happen. They respected me.
Is that why you've got the suit on?
Wanted it to feel proper. Yeah? Like I really meant something again.
You do mean something, Sean.
Nothing.
Fucking hell, that's your line.
Fucking hell.
That's not going to help. Do you have any cards? You know, playing cards?
Cards? What's good at cards when you're so worthless that...
Suddenly, Sean stands up from his desk, his suit glittering, and points with his long microphone.
Play for it, boys. Would you do that?
We played yesterday.
This is different. Come on. Give this old timer one last taste of his bygone glory days.
Fuck, fine.
Harold and Phineas take their positions. Harold pulls out a joint and lights it. I don't know why I'm always high. Him and Phineas pass it back and forth between them as...
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentle boys. I'm your host tonight for this fine episode of Who Sucked That Noodle?
Sean pulls open a briefcase in which various noodles have been stapled in.
He does know we haven't prepped for this round. Like, neither of us have sucked on any of those noodles.
I'm fairly sure that bears no resemblance to the actual game show, dude.
Wow.
Right, dude, that's not just saying like, come some here.
Come some here.
What?
Oh, that's right. We're in jolly old England. You all know the rules. I point at a noodle, and you tell me who sucked it.
Yeah, we get it.
If you get it right, I'll give you your cards.
Have you actually got any?
Sean slaps down the briefcase, yanks open a drawer in his desk, and holds out a pristine pack of playing cards.
Are we ready, boys?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Let's play You Suck My Noodle.
Interior Hotshotz pool hall 30 minutes later. Phineas... I didn't want to write the fucking... So,
Are the noodles even gluten free?
Oh yeah, we...
Yeah, I can't
We'll have to
play.
get. We'll have to get you
Gluten-free,
rice noodles.
some rice noodle. Gluten and
This will
rice.
never happen in Korea.
So bursting out from the office door, holding. Yeah, we should make your character celiac.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. Okay. Bursting out. So interior Hotshotz pool hall. 30 minutes later, Phineas bursts out from the office door, holding the pack of playing cards.
I can't believe the shit I put up with.
Sitting in the pool hall on one of the few folding chairs set up for the talent show is Jimbo, 30.
Who are you?
Jimbo.
Why are you here?
For the talent show.
Oh, right. Are you a Magic fan?
I love it, mate.
Well, you're in luck. I go by Phineas the Magnificent.
You're a real magician.
You betcha.
Interior Sean's office. Sean is sitting at his desk, drinking from a bottle of whiskey. He's sweating, red-faced.
Oh, Harold. If you could only have seen me back then, I was a star.
Right behind him, on the wall, is a massive picture of him 20 years ago in front of a live Korean audience.
They loved me.
Are you going to tell me what's going on?
It's all going on, Harold. Always going on. There's no hope for people like me.
What's happened? Sean leans in.
How long have you been working here now?
7 years?
7 years. So I must have bought this place, 10 years ago? It's been a good decade. There's nothing like my peak, of course, but good nonetheless.
Is something happening to Hotshotz?
Nothing's happening to Hotshotz, that's the problem.
What's the problem? Interior Hotshotz pool hall, later. Jimbo is drinking a cocktail and Phineas is frantically shuffling cards when out from the office door comes Sean and Harold. Harold is white-faced.
Oh, I'm both of them, aren't
Yeah,
I?
you're Sean.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Hotshotz talent show.
Can you give me a minute, please?
Absolutely not, you're my only act boy. Wait, let me do that. Sorry. Wait, ask me again, that's fucking funny.
Can you give me a minute, please?
Absolutely not, you're my only act boy.
Harold walks past Phineas. Dude, we're in trouble.
I can't hear it, man. I've got to nail this trick.
You're an awful magician.
Fuck!
Sean motions for Phineas to take the stage.
The magnificent Phineas, everyone!
Phineas gets up in front of the crowd. Jimbo.
Oh, because it's just Jimbo
Yeah,
in the
it's just
crowd.
Jimbo in the crowd. So you're very nervous.
How's it going, everyone?
Yeah!
Can I ask an audience member to take a card?
Jimbo excitedly takes a card.
Please commit your card to memory.
I don't say anything.
You do, you got done. You say done.
Done.
Alright, now I'm going to shuffle it back into the pack. The first card I will pick will be your card.
Phineas is so nervous now he's sweating. After shuffling the cards, he reveals a card to Jimbo.
Is this your card?
Jimbo, after a moment...
No.
Fuck!
Dude,
Is this all we could muster, boys?
Wait.
picks another card.
Is this your card?
No.
Sean takes the stage, kicking Phineas off.
Don't worry about it, mate. You'll find my card.
You sure you haven't forgotten it?
Pretty sure.
Oh my god. Sean is on stage drunk.
I really thought we might be able to rustle up some money, you know, boys?
Money, why?
We've fallen on hard times. So hard.
What's going on? Are you sure it wasn't this card?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Hotshotz, boys. The freeholder wants to sell. They're going to turn this place into a Korean barbecue.
What?
We got a month to find 50 grand.
Sean breaks down on the stage floor.
Is this your card?
Holy shit.
At the end. So that was episode 1.
Fuck, man.
You got shot. So that was fun, right?
That was fun,
That
yeah.
was fun. I think Jimmy, you brought a level of comedy to it that I'm glad you
Yeah.
did, because that made it fun.
Oh,
you
cool.
really committed to that. I think I suffer from, I just sound like a kid. I don't have the like. I think I wouldn't, if we were gonna shoot this, I wouldn't act.
You and I.
I wouldn't. I would be the writer. I would direct it for sure, but like I definitely wouldn't act. I think you could definitely play Sean. Maybe I'm almost tempted to think like we could.
Oh no, I think Jimbo is pretty good.
Jimbo, yeah, but both.
You're like a Care Bear.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it was really good. That was really funny.
Don't worry, mate. You'll find.
Go on, mate.
And also, I think what was interesting as well was there's parts in the script where, in my mind, the kind of the what I see on screen doesn't translate to audio this kind of format very well. Like I could definitely see, especially at the end. There's end where I'm imagining kind of two things simultaneously happening. That in audio it just doesn't really make sense because you're not seeing what character's looking at what thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think that was.
I think it would be fun to open up some of the scenes with a bit of improv to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, just like yeah, I don't know. I just like chatting shit.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that was basically what we've got here is like a sitcom. It's kind of like a sitcom script, right? You got the setting, you got the characters, you got this inciting incident, which is essentially we need to get some money to save this thing from going under. And
a pool hall.
The pool.
Yeah.
The pool hall. Yeah.
So it doesn't turn into a Korean barbecue.
No.
So funny.
But then so I think I don't know, we could do like a episode 2. What would you want to see happen in episode 2?
It makes me. I mean, the thing I've been sort of rattling around in my head was always this idea to almost base it on this open mic I used to go to back at uni.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've got like someone that owns this kind of grubby pub, and then you've got like your Jimbo style character that like loves it and thinks it's the best place in the world and really wants them to give him a gig, but he's just not very good. And you've got like the cynical owner. So I feel like it's hard for me to comment because it's almost like my brain is like moulding them into the same thing and they're not. So it's like, because it's like this social club setting and you've got like the older drunk owner. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't want to like taint it with my own.
But was your club owner, was he a game show hosting career in the 1980s?
No, it's more like it was like he's an old rocker that came from wealth but like never made it, and then he's just got this place, but like it's just a bit of a dive and he doesn't really know how to make it successful. It's basically the same thing. And I think what I really enjoyed though was I like exploring characters that are essentially failures. Yeah.
Right, like, I love failures, and I like character like Harold. That character, he is, I mean, essentially delusional in his comic book ability. I kind of want Phineas's character, because this was your debut, right? This is the first time you've ever been on stage, so it's like a big deal for you. I like the idea as the show like evolves of seeing Phineas actually get better. But I want to explore a character that is just so completely delusional. There is no hope. Like, how does Harold find any kind of comfort in the world? He's about to lose his job, which is why he came out of that thing white-faced. And I realised when we were going through it, I was like, oh, there aren't any more Harold lines at the end. He doesn't ever kind of say the truth. Doesn't he know? He learned the truth when we cut. I cut early. And then you get what happened when that cut happened was he comes out later, having been told all the news that then gets told later on stage. So I want to explore a character who's essentially working a job that's paid very well. We had this idea that one of the main reasons that the Hotshotz, as well as no one really goes there, is that Sean has been paying Phineas and Harold incredibly good salaries for essentially doing nothing because he's lonely, right? He sees us as his children. And
so Sean is the only character that believes in the two of us. My character doesn't believe in Harold's drawings, but I'm sort of like, they look amazing. But Sean is genuinely like, these are works of art. They're amazing.
Didn't we had that whole thing? He had like a drawing in the bar in his office. He has loads of Harold's drawings.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man that looks basically, yeah, as if a 7-year-old, 6-year-old who has dyspraxia, which is what I do have dyspraxia, so I can be dyspraxic. And not to say that dyspraxic people can't draw. I can't draw. But the point is yeah, they look awful.
Yeah.
And they're all over the wall. And Sean really believes in it. And it's...
Yeah, I like if Sean had like really profound... Like, when like art critics talk really profoundly about works of art in the gallery, like if he talks really profoundly about these
oh shit, man, that could be the next episode.
I can see all of his rage in there.
Doing an art gallery.
Doing an art gallery.
That's a good idea.
We could do a fucking art gallery. We could hire out like a thing and invite real high society sort of people over. And Sean, I mean, the classic take you do would be no one turns up.
Yeah.
But I really like the idea that maybe, I don't know, maybe we could comment on the high art world. And we could say that they would even buy my shitty Spider-Man drawings.
Yeah. And then my character is also a dreadful magician, but Harold's very blunt. It's like, no, you're terrible. But Sean loves my magic and loves watching it. I think Jimbo, because Jimbo's just naive, just likes anything, and it's just very like, oh, this is great. I'm like, awesome, man. But also Jimbo, I think, should be the most talented member of the crew.
It turns out he's fucking sick.
Either he's a very, very successful, or maybe he's just sitting on really good talent, but just like, I just like coming to the pool hall.
Yeah, and he could play. And I think, especially as you're the bass player now, you're the bass player for the show. That was brilliant, man. I'm so glad that we did that. But yeah, I think having Jimbo, because I've not really thought about his character at all. But having Jimbo as this character who kind of comes in, he's sort of lonely, but it turns out he's either very wealthy.
Yeah.
But then we're kind of veering into that. I'm trying not to make this like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
right?
You don't want him to become Frank.
Yeah, I think in terms of like the differences, if you could even begin to compare the two, but the difference with this is I really want this to be a stoner comedy. I like this idea, and I think if I
didn't get that vibe from the script.
No, I know.
No,
Really? Oh yeah, but I felt like I didn't get the stoner enough out, man. Like I wanted it to be a bit more kind of...
There'd have to be some stoned conversations in there.
Yeah. Some kind
really
of
stupid conversations.
But the thing is, I find stoned conversations are actually they're the real profound thing. Conversations. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to get it weirder and weirder, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it was fun. I think that we need to. There's some bits like you said, like there's definitely like our conversation at the start. We could really embellish.
Yeah.
I think it would actually be fun to actually see the game show.
Yeah, I didn't want to write it. Yeah. I was lazy. You could probably spend like a few more. I don't know how would you even do like a Who Sucked My Noodle? Like I was saying to Finn earlier, I was researching Korean game shows because I was a bit worried. Like Leanne was giving me a load of shit. She was like, Harrison, I don't think you can get away with having this kind of Who Sucked My Noodle Korean game show. I was thinking, well, I'll do a little bit of research and just see what kind of game shows really, and it's not far off. You know, like.
But that could be the thing as well. Is like there's just this thing of your guys are kind of there. Like, is this even okay?
Yeah, but that was
I'm there, like, just blissfully unaware. Or the Sean character like blissfully unaware of.
Because he is very much out of touch.
Funny you could do with Jimbo is like make it so it turns out that he's actually hard as fuck. Like some guys start on you sometime and like Jimbo takes them the fuck out and you're like, whoa.
Oh really?
Well, like just as like that thing. It's the same thing as like, you know, the talent. Like, you know, everyone just assumes he can't do anything, and then like what could he do? And I was thinking like, it could turn out he's this incredible singer and just goes up and does like opera. But I feel like that's kind of been done. I'm trying to think of something that he can do that he's really good at that's like really shocking. Like,
maybe because there's a through line that we were thinking about is because obviously me and Harrison do jiu-jitsu. It'd be fun if the characters do jiu-jitsu within the show, just maybe that's how they settle their arguments. But maybe if they're really shit at jiu-jitsu. But actually Jimbo is an amazing martial art. Jimbo's just very good at anything he touches his hand to, but he just has no
ego. He's got no got no ego, no ambition, no confidence.
But he's not lacking in confidence. He just doesn't.
There's
no pursuit.
No ambition, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And like we're both really shit at pool, but Jimbo's amazing.
Amazing, but he doesn't hold it over, doesn't lord it. He's like, oh, you get it, guys. You'll get there. You'll get there. I'm not really that good.
It's just luck, man. You know, it's just how the Bulls are playing today. Do you know if I roll another one?
Do you want? Yeah.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah. So all right. So say we. So do you guys want to do like an episode 2? Should I write?
Yeah,
should I write the script and we try it again? I mean, I'm not saying we have to do this every week or anything. Yeah. I was thinking like 9 episodes max, and then that season that's done, and then we can just take it from there. And if anyone happens to listen to the show, and these guys, literal geniuses, and they can give us the money, and then we can make the real show. That's my end goal.
Yeah. So if you're listening,
people out there. There's just a highly likely not. There is. I have been looking at the analytics on the thing. I've been doing a lot of podcast researching, and I fell when we did the first season of Joker and the Bard. It was like 200 downloads per episode, which is
really
yeah. But it's not. That's not a lot, right? Like that's nothing.
Downloads.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even plays, just downloads.
That's downloads. Wow. Yeah. So that's all they give you. At least that's how I interpret the analytics. But what I was finding was that put the show into the show charted on like the UK comedy thing or something, and I was getting emails from people being like, your show is blah blah blah, do you want to buy this thing, which is more analytics or something. So it was all salesy calls. It wasn't like talent people were like, oh my god, you're really, because I don't think that's how any of this works. But what I noticed was there was some sort of audience. There was no audience in terms of social media. No one's on the Twitter, none of that. I don't have a Facebook account or an Instagram or any of that jazz for this because I try and avoid those things. So there is some audience. It's very American. There was a few people in Belgium, France. I was making a big deal of that, like when I was sort of doing it. But the other thing I found was I really struggled bringing in, I interviewed both of you. You've both been on it, but what I found was I don't really want to just interview people. I said, the funnest thing, and I reiterate this, has always been doing the improv. That was the funnest bit. And your story was really fun as well. But that's because I was hanging out with you guys. That's what I enjoyed.
Well, that's the thing about what was good about long form podcasts is that it is basically improv. You're just chatting. You're just hanging, and you can get improvisation from that. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to follow a narrative. Like you don't have to tell a story through the long conversation. I mean, people would probably listen to this bit now.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
If the thing is, I always get
from Belgium. Let us know.
Yeah.
They just can't. They can't be bothered to get up.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? I was thinking when you came in loud as well. I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna have to run a compressor over this shit. I gotta sort out the levels. And then there was times where you were kind of mumbling. And I was like, God damn it, Finn, you can't be mumbling. But I don't know. Maybe we should.
My character mumbles.
Your character. Okay.
If anyone's listening, buy us some microphones.
Yeah. Want some money.
Well, you got a mic.
I have a mic. You have a mic.
I got a mic.
Do you actually have a condenser mic?
Yeah. An
XLR thing. My interface only has 2 holes in it.
Oh, it was the one I was holding in the video that I just showed you.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
So we have 3 mics between us.
But you've only got a 2-channel interface.
I've only got 2. Have you got another? Can you plug 2 interfaces into a computer simultaneously? You can't do that.
We'll just have to sit really close to each other.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have a little stereo pair of mics.
Because this room's shit for acoustics as well. It's basically the worst room you could put someone in.
I'm fucking toasted from that CBD.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like high as fuck. Which is weird. Not high, obviously, because there's no THC, but I feel like stoned.
Really?
Yeah, I mean...
From that vape?
Yeah.
That's mad.
I know.
That's good.
It's great. It's so good. But it's really difficult. Like, my creative... go-to has always been alcohol. Like when I drink, when I have a few beers, that's definitely when I'm at my loudest and funniest and I'm quick. But with this, I'm like, I don't need to fucking join in. It's so bad. Just need some other thing. I don't know.
I was editing a music video last night and I was so drunk because I went to the pub beforehand. It was so much fun. I've never edited drunk before. It was so good. I've never been creative drunk before. It was great.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
Well, on that note, should we go get fucked? should we kill it there? How long have we done?
For like half an hour.
Half an hour. That's not very long. What?
Guess that.
Yeah, that was a good guess. Well, do you want to say any final notes? This has been The Joker and the Bard.
Hotshotz episode 1.
Phineas' debut. Thanks for listening. What are we doing with our lives, eh?
Yeah. What's going on in Ukraine?
God. Don't remind me of the world. I don't want to know about the world.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Alright, well, hopefully see the world on episode 2.
Yeah. Ciao for now.
Wait, Jimmy's back. Jimmy, can you play us out on the bass?
It's definitely not in tune.
Yeah! Wait. There we go.
What was I going to say?
Did you want to say anything before I kill it?
Yeah, kill it and then I'll say it.
Bye.